Hello everyone, I'm Josh with Josh's Auto. This is a 2011 Chevy Equinox. It's come in with a bad driver's side CV axle, so I'm going to go through the steps of taking it apart, getting the old axle out and putting a new axle in. So hope you enjoy it and learn something. Alright, so in these first steps, I've taken the two bolts that hold the whole brake caliper and its bracket off to move it out of the way. I did have to spread the pads just a little bit. There is a lip on this rotor. So then I went ahead and I took the ABS sensor off. You don't want to pull these wires. If they break, the wire inside whenever you go to do the next steps. So these sensors can be very expensive. So took the bracket off that holds the ABS sensor and the brake line, so we aren't pulling against the brake line causing damage to the brake line itself. I have a tool that holds the brake caliper up. You can use a coat hanger, zip ties, whatever you have available to hold them up. That's just to get them out of the way. Did also take off the CV axle nut. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to take out the bolts that hold the strut in place, and I'll be able to lay this whole rotor in the spindle assembly down, and we'll be able to get to the CV axle and pull it out of the hub. Then we'll get to the back side where it goes into the transmission and be able to pull that side out. Alright, these are the bolts out of the strut. They have splines here, that's what lock them in. Whenever you loosen the nut on it, if you leave it to about where it's flush there, you can safely hammer onto it. It doesn't usually take too much force to go ahead and knock it back to get it loose. Then once you have these splines popped out to where this will move around, take the nut off and just pop it straight out. I was able just to pull the whole spindle forward, grab a hold of the CV axle, and that joint in there allows you to flex it and move it so you can pull it out. The new ones are usually a little bit tighter, they'll fight a little bit more, so but they're still not too bad. So now we're going to go to the inside edge here, and we'll be able to either use a pry bore, or there's actually a CV removal fork that you can use to get them out. So we'll see what it's going to take to get this one out today. Alright, we've got everything put back together. I did use the hammer just to finish knocking the CV axle into the transmission. I made sure I put it in, lined everything up, gave it a couple little taps, and it slid in and locked into place. There is a little lock clip on the transmission side of the CV axle to hold it into the transmission. Put everything back together in reverse. This axle nut, these things are important to make sure that you do the correct torque spec, especially with Chevrolets. With the design of the hub bearing in here, if you over tighten it, it'll cause the bearing to wear out. If you don't tighten it enough, the bearing will come loose, and you can see the wheels start to move, you'll get vibrations, you'll start to get a lot of noise. So this one here, we're going to look at the torque spec, and then I'll go ahead and tighten it up, and we'll be able to go ahead and put the wheel back on. And this one, check the transmission fluid in it, and we'll be done. Thank you for watching.